What up, y'all? Welcome back, welcome back. We are on day 2 of Swaptober. Told you we can do it. Alright, so welcome up. We're doing some comic book stuff. Figure I could, play the different roles since people forget that I do comics and draw some comic stuff. But welcome, y'all. Welcome. Come on in. We're gonna do some of this. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. Good looking out. If I have a style, I don't know what my style is. I can switch styles, man. Bruce Lee with it. Because I can draw, a couple of different styles if I need to. Okay, we are gonna keep the party going quickly with this. I'm gonna definitely. So I don't know if you guys know who Absolute Superman is. Have you guys paid attention to any of that stuff? Wait. Let me get the logo from this one. Wait. Let me get the logo from. Where's the logo? I don't know if you guys are reading any DC stuff, but I've been listening to some of the stories that they're coming out with. Where is it? Drop. Here we go. And from DC, Absolute stuff is actually pretty cool, man. I don't know if you guys have paid that. Player set. Let me copy this. Boop. And I've been paying attention to it, man. It's actually pretty good. The DC stuff recently. And so, just so you know, if you haven't seen Absolute Superman is this guy. And he's got like some cool glowy parts. And he's got like these cool lines in the suit. I don't think he's a good guy. So I think that's the biggest difference. Everything's kind of flipped or a little weird in the Absolute universe. So if you guys haven't seen them, that's what I'm doing the Swaptober of. And we got us a female Superwoman here. So it's going down. But I'm going to try to do a speed run because I want to. This image right here is just for reference. I love the subtle colors here. I love that. And I wanted that blue. I'm going to use that blue. But yeah, we're going to start it off. We're going to get to it. I hate when they have words on my music, so let's just go ahead and switch that out. I don't want to hear that. Okay, but I did the sketch already, so you guys wouldn't have to kind of sit through that. However, what I'm gonna do for the people who are curious is I did record the drawing of it, of this sketch, so that way you guys can kind of check it out later. I'm gonna try to speed through this as fast as I can, humanly possible, to get through this. I like this color though. Let me see. Yeah, I like this color. And then this color right here is also good. I'm gonna use both of these. Wait. This one. Oops. This is. I like this grayish color you got, but it has like a tone of red to it. And I don't want to take that. Okay, let's try that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and block her out. We're gonna block out the actual form. You guys can sit and enjoy the party. I'll put the logo over here, like down here. And let's block her out, and then we'll just start the color and stuff, and not worry about being clean or perfect or any of that crap. But this is Swaptober 2025. This is entry number 2. I'm gonna try to go live every day, y'all. So put it on your calendars, or if you don't use calendars, just put it on your phone. All right, we're gonna do something new every day. I do like a couple of the character designs from the Absolute DC stuff. So I may be tackling a few of these. I haven't seen all of the characters, So I may be tempted to just redo. And that was something I said yesterday. Like I was like, so if let's say, for instance, we're talking about the absolute characters, right? A lot of the absolute characters are really very, very I would say over the top. They're just different versions, right? So let's say for Swaptober, right? Not only am I gonna be swapping the gender, but it's a character design challenge. So what if I have, you know, my own approach to what I want Batman to look like? I never draw Batman. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I gotta draw Batman at some point. Somebody complained about that at a show. It's like, where's all the Batman stuff? It's like, I don't know. I don't hate Batman or nothing. But I don't have any in my actual, you know, repertoire. So I'm gonna fix that. I will fix that. So I may just do my own versions. I love the Batman. See, but I don't know if that's absolute. He looks like a Power Ranger. Same dude that did the Power Rangers comics. I want to say Dan. Is his name Dan? I think it's Dan something, but I could be wrong. I get the inker and I get the colors mixed up, but it's dope. I love the design. It looks like a Power Ranger Batman suit, and I really dig the design, right? But I want to try some of that good old-fashioned design, because I think they got Robin in there too, and I think they may have maybe Batgirl, and they all look like Power Rangers, so I like it. But you know, Swaptober may have to just go and cross the boundary of, if it looks cool, not only am I redesigning the suit and swapping the gender, but I may have to actually like come up with characters they haven't done yet. I haven't seen like an absolute cyborg yet. You know what I mean? So time's a waste. I need to get in there. Or absolute. Gosh, what is it? Batman, future Batman. What do they call the boy? Batsuit. God, I can't think of his name. Future Bat. Future. I can't think of his name. What do they call him? It's been a while. I'm also live on YouTube, y'all. So if you guys don't want to watch it here, y'all can check it out on YouTube live as well. Batman Beyond. What's wrong with my brain? I just ate, so it's not. I can't even blame it on being sleepy. I did eat. Yeah. But yeah, so I may just like, you know, accept design challenges where no one asked me to, because why not? Who are they to tell me I can't do that? All right, so there's a thing I kind of want to do, because I love the aesthetic of this costume. I love these lines going through, but I'm gonna do the lines after I do just the overall shadows and stuff like that. Because I wanna really like put the details in like they got there. I like those details. But kinda, so the thing that somebody asked a question and I wanted to answer it by doing it live, but it may not be with this one. Maybe it will, because there's a way to color comics, right? Where you use, and Mel Milton actually did a really good, he did a couple of videos where he showed how he uses the lasso tool, right? He did a really, really like mind-bending example where he's drawing with it. And I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about coloring with the lasso tool. Loish, if you guys follow Loish, she also colors, you know, actively by using the selection tool. And I wanted to show that, but I think it does a better job in Photoshop because of the selection tool is so much cleaner there. I don't know how to I've never tried to up the actual resolution or see if it's possible to up the resolution in Paint Tool Sci. So I haven't tried it, but I know I can do it in here. For instance, if I take this, right, and I take my selection tool and I go like this, right? This creates, and all it does, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, if you take a selection and I start, you know, adding a different tone and I deselect it, it creates this hard edge, you know, And let's say I don't go that hard. Let's say I just want the top of this to feel, feel that edge. But I really, really want to emphasize the top, right? And not so much the bottom, right? As soon as I let that go, you get this cool, effect where, I don't know, it just creates that edge for you. And it's really cool. It's really, really helpful. Really quick too, because if you just start blocking off areas, right? Now the only problem is my nerves aren't that stable to do this with this thing. So I don't know if you saw that, but then if you have, I don't know, jittery nerves like I do, you can just go back in and clean it up, and that edge is still there. But the goal, I think, is not to just create. It's a really cool way to create shape language. So for instance, let's say I wanted this, right? Boom. And then I wanted to, it's almost like a gradient shadow, a gradient highlight. You see what I'm saying? And you can smooth it out. And this is the part that I'm like, in Photoshop, this resolution, I don't know if you guys can see how jagged and how pixelated this edge is. I don't know. It says anti-aliasing, but I don't know if I can adjust that selection. I'm guessing I can't. Let me turn off anti-aliasing for a second. I don't see any details. What's anti-aliasing? Let's try again. Let's see what happens if I turn off anti-aliasing. Let's see what happens. It looks the same. Okay, so that doesn't help. But in the perfect world, I would be able to somehow adjust how pixelated that is. In Photoshop, it's pretty set to the resolution, And so here, I don't really get to play with it as much, but I want to show people how it works and how clean. So my eraser, let me get real up close here. I'm erasing the edge of this shape. So I'm erasing the pixelation that's left by the actual, lasso tool here. So I could still get the concept, but I'd have to work twice as much just to get rid of that stupid pixelated edge. And I can pretty much mirror the concept of it without using the lasso tool for the most part, but not really, because you can't create that edge to soft edge unless you just go back and erase it. Like for instance, right here, let's say I take the eraser, right? Or no. Let's take the watercolor brush. And the cool thing about Paint Tool SAI is I can turn on transparent color. Okay, what it does is basically say instead of adding color, you're taking away color. But you see what it does? It starts to kind of spread out the shape. It blends the pixels instead of just erasing. And I don't want to use the eraser formally, so I'm not going to do that. But the concept is still there, man. I can do that. I can do that if I wanted to. So, let's look and see. The goat is live. What's up, man? I'm sorry. Look, I'm live on YouTube, but I had doggone. I didn't have the video pulled up for YouTube, so I can see the comments. So my bad. But yeah, we're gonna get it going. I just wanted to make sure you guys at least saw the coloring process, so you know that this is actually happening live. Hold on, let me turn this back on. So what I do, I guess, since I'm not using that, is I just draw the shape, and then I clean up the shape, and then I kind of just blend what I need to blend, where I need to. That's my workaround in here. If I had the selection tool to be a lot cleaner, then I would use that formally for that, but it's all good. It is what it is. Part of me wants to paint in her abs, but I also don't want to paint in her abs. Kind of catch 22. But yeah, you guys, if you have questions, comments, please feel free. If you want to watch me on YouTube and comment there, you can. Please let me know if any audio issues arise, because I got headphones on, so it is what it is. But y'all can check it out. Things of that nature. Swaptober will be going all month. I'm gonna attempt to do 30 days. I'm gonna try to do 30. I may not do 30 of these, but I will attempt. I will go live daily, every week, and I will do a new one of these daily, so you guys can see that I'm not making it up. I want you to see the process. I want you to see that I'm actually, creating this stuff on the fly. No, there is no list to tell you what to draw. Painting those abs, exactly. Listen, man, I want it to feel visibly abbed out. You don't want those to be just, light abs. But this is kind of the same thing that I was talking about earlier. I was trying to show the lasso tool. So where I can't use the lasso tool in this software, like I would in Photoshop, I could still paint in the shape, and for the most part, try to get like that nice gradient shadow or highlight. So it's not the end of the world, but if I could get the same fidelity of, pixel density and resolution, I would use that in this software in a heartbeat, because it's really dope. I love the effect that it gives, and this is most professional comics colorists. They color that way. It's really dope. This colorist right here is not using it, I don't think. Very painterly, but that's my reference for the suit and the colors. So that's what I'm gonna use. But I like to paint in my shadows and stuff. We got a question. Rocky says, what are you using to blend? Is that smudge or blur? This is in Paint Tool Side. This is called the watercolor brush. It does phenomenal blending versus other tools and stuff that I've used, especially Photoshop. I freaking stand by this software and its blending of colors any day of the week. This is because Photoshop has probably a setting that I don't know about, but as its default, like the blending tool in Photoshop, it just pushes pixels around, man, and it drives me nuts because I'm like, I don't want it to look muddy. Yo, Immortal, what's up? So far going well. That's what's up. Thank you. So this is called there's a brush in Paint Tool Side called the watercolor brush, and I remember using it for the first time. I was like, yeah, what does this do? And it's, by all definition, it's the blend brush, but you can actually paint with it as well. So I was really taken aback. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. So if there's nothing there, let's say like on this knee, I'm using the watercolor brush right now, right? So it's not just a blending brush. It could literally, and it's pressure sensitive because I got my pressure turned on, I can literally paint color, and it's blending that, live. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. So it's super nice, and I can get all the way in here so you can see it. This is literally blending and just soft transitioning gradient color. It's not this weird pushing around of color. I hate the pushing of the pixels thing, because I'm like, no, I don't want you to like blurry it, make it blurred or something. I want you to mix it. I want you to blend it. So it's a really strong brush in this setting, and you can adjust the settings pretty well in the actual software itself. So check it out if you have it. All right. We'll get to this. Again, I'm trying to shoot for quicker lives. My goal is to get it down to an hour. So always fascinated and love your work. I appreciate to hear that. That's awesome. Fascination is the first step. Yes. I'm glad to hear it. I try to make them work at least entertaining. But happy to hear it. And you guys, feel free to join in on Swaptober, man. I'm not the only person that can do Swaptober. It is an art challenge. If you are inspired to join in, go ahead and join in, man. There is no list. I'm not gonna tell you what to draw. I love Inktober. I'm entertained by Inktober, but I like to draw what I want to draw. So But also, I love character design, so that's why I made Swaptober. It's a character design challenge. You know, I hate that I go this way. Why am I doing this? Maybe I should turn closer this way. I keep pushing you guys on Instagram over to the left. You know, I'd be so nervous to go live. Oh no, you don't have to go live. You don't have to go live. I'm sorry. I'm just saying you can enjoy the fun of Swaptober. Do your own art. Swap your own characters and things like that. Post it. You don't have to go live. I'm going live because I need to be a better content creator and I need to practice. And I'm gonna be drawing anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and show the process and record the process and cut it up later for content because I'm gonna be doing these every day anyway. So it doesn't make sense that I don't go live, and I've been procrastinating on being a content creator formally for years. So why not? Seems like the right thing to do. So that's why I'm going live. You don't have to go live though. That would be kind of messed up. Like, all right, in order to participate, you got to go live, bro. All participants of this, just prove that it's you doing the art. Nah, it's unnecessary. Enjoy it. If you guys feel the need, just hashtag Swaptober Art Challenge, and so I can check out your stuff, man. I'd like to see it as well. I'm not the only one. You're good. I meant that in general as a content creator, I wanted to be full time. Oh, I got you. Yeah. I mean, once you get a handle on a few things, like you can't be emotional if people say they hate it. Learn to take that. That's kind of the first thing. I would never suggest someone who's sensitive to be a professional artist. Do not do that to yourself. You're gonna get people that hate your art. You're gonna get people that judge it very harshly. So I'd say the first rule of thumb, man, is like, make sure you got a thick enough skin. Everybody, it's okay that people have opinions, but don't become a professional if you can't take critique. Lord have mercy. It's a real thing. Professionals in the industry that can't take, feedback without like having a meltdown. So it's important. And now the other half is, hopefully you're okay with like learning other things, right? You could be really good at something, and then someone's like, yeah, no, this is good. Can you do it another way and do it not like the way you normally do it? It's hard to ask somebody that's spent 20 years perfecting their own style, right? Unless you hire them for their style. But yeah, if you're working as a professional, man, hey, I like your style, but can you do it more like the source material? And that could be like an instant shutdown for some people. Again, man, don't, hopefully you're not emotional. If you are, I would say just stay away. Stay away from it as a job. Do it for fun, man. Do it for fun. Not everybody has to make it a job. Do art for fun, and you will never have to worry about that stuff. But yeah, I've worked in a number of environments, man, and you cannot succeed by being emotional in any of it. You have to literally take your emotions out of it, and be willing to be like, you know what? I will draw it all over for you because you're paying me to do so. Let's do that. But then you start learning tips of the trade, which is, hey man, approve this sketch before I get started. And then even that can go wrong because people don't understand how sketch works and be like, oh, well, I didn't know because it was sketchy. That's what a sketch is for. So I don't spend all day doing a finished piece, right? You get the concept. And hopefully, they tell you before you start if they like it or not. That whole chestnut. But yeah, man, it is definitely that. But I love it. It's been a journey, man. I think if you can handle those things, everything else is just patience and consistency and drawing when you don't feel like it. And being able to actually be quick. I wasn't an art, if I hadn't done art all this time, man, what else would I have done? I mean, I can do jobs, but art is just really, goddamn it, art is really easy for me to express. So I can't imagine what else. I could have done music, maybe some music. But I would have to find the right people, man. I'm not a fan of, music industry or the people that like that music industry. Like I'm not good at being fake to people. So I don't know how long I would last in the actual music industry. But if it's just doing music, I probably would like that. I can see myself surviving on that. I don't know about surviving. Have y'all ever gone to like a restaurant and you see, they got like a live band and stuff, and it'd be like two people. One dude is on playing the instruments, the other person is just singing. I'm like, bro, y'all do this for a job, man. That's amazing. I think that's amazing to me. I really do. Like that's hard. That's hard work. I gotta go pretend I like music, but I gotta go pretend I want to be in front of y'all while y'all eat. But maybe they're not pretending. I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's weird. Some people think being a professional artist is weird, but I get uncomfortable watching people perform while I eat. And it'd be like 3 people in the restaurant, but they got to do what they got to do because it's the weekend. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing good today. I am doing wonderful today. Thank you very much, Bloom. Good looking out. Good looking out. I'm doing wonderful. I am doing wonderful. Quite wonderful. All right, so we got the base of that. I'm gonna add the white later. Now the cool part is I want to get these lines in here, these little ribbed lines. I love those lines. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take a break from that, and it looks like they they follow downward. I like that. So let's do some of that. Yeah. And I may make some of these up, so don't judge me. I don't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. There's no perfection. Alright? I do what I want. See, I keep going way over here. That's like the middle of the screen for me. Let's turn you guys this way. You guys won't lose out on what's happening. Yeah? Hold on. Right there. Okay. Right. There you go. That's the middle of the road for me. Okay, here we go. So, just go straight down with most of these. Like that. I love these lines, man. I had a customer, and I was trying to explain to him, I'm like, downward lines at an angle, give a certain feel. It's like a different feeling versus them going upwards, towards the head. And I'm like, it's very specific. And he didn't understand what I was saying. And I was like, no. So if these lines are going up, right, instead of down, that gives a different vibe, totally different feel. Glad to hear it, man. Thank you. Hold on. Like that. Okay. So then, if I look up, ooh, I love these ribs though. All right, so right here, these are like finely defined rib thingamabobs right here. They're like little sections. I love that. Hold on, let me map out here so y'all can see this. Hold on. So he doesn't have a boot right there. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I like leaving a lot of the sketch lines in for the most part. I'll only clean up where I think it needs to be cleaned up for the most part. All good, sir. Learning a ton from this. That's what's up. If I can educate anything, happy to hear it, man. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming and watching. Again, I'm on YouTube, so if you guys follow me there, you'll see these videos posted there as well on my channel. Just Marcus the Visual. So, let's see. This is, ooh, I like how they're like sectioned out. But they don't show exactly where they go. I'm sorry I keep doing that to you. Wanted to ask, what's your favorite software to color? It is this one, Paint Tool Sai by Leaps and Bounds. I love it. It's way better in my opinion. It's better coded is what I like to say. The developers coded it where it's not like a competitor for Photoshop at all. Photoshop isn't everything. You can do anything and everything. This used to be a Japanese software. They just ported this over. New to your game, brother. Looking good, homie. That's what's up. Welcome to it. Welcome to it. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. And good to have you following along. Any questions, man, feel free to ask. Let's see if I can get these. See, now some of these lines, I would have to look at the front of these lines. It looks like they go from this corner on down to the belly. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Like I gotta start going straight down. What up, Miss Sheena? What's going on? Doctor. That makes me want to go watch Do the Right Thing. I ain't seen Do the Right Thing in a while. Doctor. Come here, doctor. Go to the store and get me some beer. I missed that movie. And it's probably more relevant now than back in the day, man. Spike Lee joint. Do you save it? Yes, I do. So I would love to learn. Yes. I do save them. I posted the one I did last night. I'm gonna do this all month long for Swaptober, which is my character design challenge that I do every month and every October. So yes, I do post them. I'm on YouTube as well. So go search up Marcus the Visual. You can find me on YouTube. And I'm live on there right now. But yes, I do post these. You can find these and see how the cake is made, as they say. So yes, come have fun. Listen, these are not, I cannot promise. I don't know how old your son is. I do not promise that I don't speak up. Look, turn the audio off. You may have to turn it off. I don't think I speak out of turn, or they're not specifically designed for kids. I don't, I may have a word or two slip. Sausage is made. What did I say? Cake? Yes, that's right. That one too. I like that too. Yeah, let's go with the sausage is made. That's right. But yeah. If I happen to slip and say something slick, that is not intended for young people, just go ahead and just turn the audio off. For the most part, I'm okay. I don't think I cuss or anything for the most part, and I try to keep it clean. I try to keep it clean, for the most part. But come on now, I'm an adult. But yes, I am going to eventually try to make some tutorials. We talk about all kind of stuff, man. I don't think I go too crazy. But yes, the process is here. You'll be able to watch it with audio off if you need to. So, luckily, I'm not doing anything that's like step 1 is this, step 2. I don't think he needs subtitles or anything. But your son will be able to see all of the steps, and I'd love if I keep the doggone video in the middle of the screen. But what up with you? Hopefully everything's good. We got some comic pages coming your way. She know what I'm talking about. We got some comic pages coming. But yeah, this is a fun character design challenge. I do these and I keep them sketchy so that they don't take too long when I'm doing these. That way people see that I'm not a perfectionist. I keep trying to tell people I am not a perfectionist. I'll keep it sketchy like this all day long. Sell it like that too. Like, how did you do this? It's so clean. I was like, watch this. And I'll turn the layers off turn the color off so you can see the fact that these are, straight up sketches for the most part. I try to keep it as sketchy as I can because that keeps this going fast. Now I'm just really focusing on, details and color. And that keeps me going super fast with these. And if I'm doing them daily and I was trying to, put too much work into cleaning up the lines, that's going to take 3 hours plus. So I'm not doing those. We're not doing that. So yeah. You can find them. If y'all haven't read any of the Absolute stories from DC, man, I'm digging some of the writing. And by that, I'm saying I look at a YouTube channel while somebody else reads it while I draw. Your shape design is top tier, brother. I'm trying to be like you. Ah, man, come on now. I appreciate it. It is all supposed to be inspiration. You are trying to improve. I'm always on that Ryu journey. Everything is always about improvement. So I'm still learning. So yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't seen any of these Absolute characters, man. The writing is going pretty hard. I'm digging it. Sometimes when DC or these reboots happen, it's really just to sell more books. The writing is not that great. The story doesn't really have impact or anything. But no, I think they did their job on this one. They got some good writing imbued into some of these stories. But it's like they're releasing each character systematically through each, different story. So they got like Absolute Martian Manhunter, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman have Absolute versions. But then, they'll just kind of like slide in and be like, oh, here's, Absolute Green Lantern and all that good stuff. So, do you do feedback lives where you critique people's stuff? I haven't done that yet, to be honest. I have not done that yet. I think the biggest thing is I would have to actually schedule it. So I think that's the only reason I haven't done it, is the scheduling. But I wouldn't be opposed to it, if that's what you're asking. Hold on. The reference has... I think they messed that up. So the reference has the highlight. Hold on, let me go a little bit higher. The reference has the highlight on the top. When in fact... If this is to be believed, this looks dope. But then they have this weirdness right here where it looks like red is coming. It's supposed to be coming through the seams of the armor. So what I think I'm gonna interpret that as is I'm gonna put I'll put the highlight above the crack, even though I don't want to do that. Did you see the Absolute? I have not seen Harley yet. That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to catch up with all of them. I've seen Batman, or at least I think I have. I've seen 2 different versions of the Batman. One where it's like I don't know, it's in a different reality or a different space or something like that. And Batman's he looks like a Power Ranger. I love the actual outfit. But I don't know if I've seen Harley yet. I've seen Absolute Joker. Joker and who else? Ra's al Ghul. They were all having a meeting in that book, so they don't look like, they look kind of normal. So, but that's just so far. No spoilers, I guess. But I have not seen Harley, so I got to check out that one. I haven't seen her. I saw the Green Lantern. Saying what they're doing with the Green Lantern peoples. It's kind of like flipping everything on its head. Like the good guys are the bad guys, and vice versa. So it's interesting. Good writing though so far, as I can tell. So, but I haven't seen, for instance, like Absolute. What's his name? Cyborg. Haven't seen that yet. You know what I'm saying? So, or Absolute. What's her name? The girl with the Vixen, Absolute Vixen. Haven't seen that. So I don't know. Should it happen, I may need to do some Swaptobers of that, right? And I'll still swap the gender. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever done a Swaptober Vixen. I'm thinking, and I don't think I did one yet. So that needs to happen. See that? I don't think I've done that. I'm going through the Rolodex in my mind. I don't think I've done that. Swaptober Vixen. Ooh. I have done an Aquaman. I don't know about Absolute. I haven't seen Absolute Aquaman yet. But I've done a Swaptober for Aquaman. Or was it Aqualad? You know what? I did Aqualad. I lied. I did not do Aquaman, which would be a female version of the character. I had not done an Aquaman formally. Look at this. We just gonna go down the comic list. I haven't done a lot of comic stuff. Let's do some comic stuff. Why not? So yeah, I gotta do that. But if I go that route and I want to do static, I want to see absolute static. I want to see absolute icon. Like I don't see them like doing that. I don't think they're gonna do that. So if they don't want to do it, I'll do it, and I'll just get it on out there. I did Black Manta. Yep, I did Black Manta for Swaptober. Look at that, Eagle Eye. That's what's up. I did do that, but yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna show me what I want to see. So in those times, I don't like to wait for people to give me what I want, because I can draw. So I may just have to design absolute, versions of these characters and just call it a day. That's what I think. I don't see the problem in that. Worst that can happen is people say they like it. Give me a cease and desist. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, no, I think that's a really good reason for me to just add that to Swaptober, because I haven't seen them yet, right? And they're doing the Absolute Universe right now, so it's like, why not? Just add them to the mix. If they're working on the design, it still doesn't hurt the fact that I'm doing a character design contest. I'm gonna be doing the swapped gender anyway, so it still works out. It still works out. And then we'll just go from there. All right, and then we're gonna add. I'm looking forward to seeing the red added to this. So, but yeah, you see, this is the part where rendering can take long, but the drawing is already done. So I'm like saving myself at least an hour. But I recorded it. I'm gonna chop up the actual sketching process and post that so you guys can see the sketch come together. I don't want y'all to miss out on how these come together. But yeah. Like, you'll see the reference I used and all that good stuff. That's actually a pretty good segue too, because sometimes, man, I'll see some reference, but I won't use it exactly how the reference is. Like, this reference, in fact, was a lady turned to the side. It was a profile shot, the photo. And I was like, I don't want to draw it exactly like that. I want to draw it from a different perspective. So sometimes I do that. And it's a good challenge too, because you have to really like read and pay attention to, you know what I'm saying, the actual layout of all that. So, all right, I love the red right here, and I love the dark. So trick that I'm gonna do, I practiced this before. I'm gonna have to make sure I can select her around her hair real quick. Is I'm gonna put this red cape and just have this in the background, because I think the background is gonna have to be kind of dark. Doesn't have to be black, but it just has to be dark enough to really make this red stand out compared to everything else. Yeah. But if you guys haven't seen, you guys got to help me suggest some stuff in the comments, man. If you guys want to see a certain character swapped, gender-wise, and, redesigned or whatever, put it in the comments of these posts. Put your suggestions in the comments. I will read them. I will like them. And I will respond, hopefully, this year with the art. All right, cool. Alright, then I don't think I blocked out this one. No. I think I blocked this side. I gotta close all these gaps. Yeah, some of this I just left straight open. Hold on. So what I'm doing, like yesterday, I'm trying to close all of these little gaps that I left open when drawing. If I want to select this area of the S, I gotta close all of the little openings so it selects it appropriately, like that. If I didn't close those little openings, it would have just selected everything on this line layer. So that's why we do that, kids. Just comics or any genre for Swaptober, man. It does not matter. If you go back into the library, I do video games, movies. I did a Coming to America Swaptober, set. I've done toys. I've done cartoons. Anything. It does not matter. I've done TV shows. I've done New York Undercover. It doesn't matter. Did Urkel. Did Fresh Prince of Bel-Air swaps. I did Muppet Babies. It don't matter. No genre is safe, is what I'm trying to say from that. From Swaptober. No genre is safe. Doesn't matter what. So, whatever you guys suggest, I will take into consideration. Don't take it personally if I don't do it. Please. Sometimes you have to ask that. You gotta don't take it personally. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to create my own layer for this back here. Should I do red? Alright, we're going to delete that. And delete that. Oop, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Delete that. Okay. Just like that. So we can get that going. Do a oh man, I never watched Bleach. But I know it's a good show. I've seen it. And I've seen a few episodes from it. I never watched the whole series though. But I know it's a good series. I've seen pieces. I've seen, with anime, you always see something online and be like, oh, that looks dope. I need to watch that. But I have yet to watch it. So I'm going to try to watch it. I am. Kenpachi. Got it. And we'll come and sit search that. Kenpachi. That's not the main character, is it? Alright, so then comes the painterly part where I don't feel like doing all of this. So I'm going to just paint in the shadows real quickly here. Or do I actually I want this part to be red. Let's keep that red there. See what I did there? See what I did there? That, and another thing to say about Clip Studio, Paint Tool is it's a very small software, man. It's fast, it's snappy. Photoshop is just getting, buggy as crap. And I don't know why that is. I keep updating my, anytime there's an update, I always update it. But it is just buggy, man. I'm like, what is going on? Why is this happening to you? It used to be so secure and safe and reliable. Now it's not. And I'm just like, you know what? Anytime I go in there, I gotta save every 5 minutes so I don't kick myself for not doing so. Because it crashes, man. It gets buggy. Hopefully it's not my I'm a Clip Studio. I love Clip Studio on the iPad. That is my go-to. So when I'm inking or traveling anywhere, I'll whip out the iPad. I love inking in Clip Studio on the iPad. That is my favorite to ink in on the go. But I love inking in Paint Tool side more. So the cool thing is they both have strengths. I'm still not there with what do you call it? Procreate. Do you have any characters you haven't drawn yet for Swaptober? Oh, there's so many. Oh yeah, there's so many for Swaptober. I think that's what you're asking. Is there any characters for Swaptober I haven't done yet? Oh yeah, tons. And I don't think I'll ever get there. The goal is just to draw as many as I can. And I want to have fun with this challenge. Like the whole point of this challenge is for me Not for anybody else. This is me saying, oh, you know, it'll be dope. This. Like, I'm now excited to do Aquaman and, you know, absolute characters such as Vixen, because I haven't seen them yet, right? So that's an opportunity for me to just kind of stretch my character design, you know, muscles, and do something that I haven't seen yet. So there's tons of characters, man. And, you know, I'm a huge fan of a lot of stuff. I'm sci-fi, fantasy, all kinds of stuff I haven't drawn. But I'm only one human so far that I know of. Oh, you can kill the Shadow Man from the Princess and the Frog. See, stuff like that. It literally, there's so many things that I could do. And that's where I'm like, hey man, whatever it is, I will definitely consider it, because, you know, I'm supposed to be doing 30 of these. But sometimes I only get to maybe a few. But that's because of time constraints or whatever. Not because I'm lazy. Because of time constraints. Let's go with that. Time constraints. We agree? Cool. Alright. That looks like a thing. Alright, let's get her with these kind of... So he has these gold sections. Fiery gold sections. We'll start with orange. Let's start with the orange. And then I'll blend in the gold for the heat. Heat or whatever. What's going on there? You know, we'll keep the party going. But if you guys are definitely interested in seeing something swapped, just put it in the comments of these posts. When I post the actual art, just go on the comment section, man, and be like, hey, man, what about so-and-so? I want to see so-and-so. I want to see that. I want to see this. Whatever it is. And I'll make sure to, you know, consider it. There's time. And if I get busy, you know, and I need to stretch this out, because that's happened. So, you know, October will fly by and I'm like, damn it, I only did, you know, 7. I will go into November in a heartbeat and call this, you know, Swaptober. Like, nobody's business. I am not ashamed, because, you know, I don't get penalized for that. How you feel about doing backgrounds? My guy, I always ruin my work. Great question. Easy answer. I hate them. I am not a background artist yet. And I say yet because I got to challenge myself. That's a whole nother month-long challenge right there. Like, I have to stop running away from, you know, backgrounds. But I'm not a tedious artist. I'm a concept artist. So I love characters. Anytime you want me to draw a bookshelf, I'm dreading every bit of it. I don't get any joy from drawing like lines and details like that, small details like that. I can do it. I'm not incapable of doing it. It is just painful for me because I slow down like so much when I'm doing like small stuff, details, or machinery. So, oh my gosh, man, that kills me. So, but what I'm gonna learn is I follow Loish. She is a fantastic artist, digital artist and artist. She caricatures her backgrounds, if that makes sense. She basically, instead of just making like every leaf or every hill look exactly how it looks, you know, she almost cartoons her backgrounds. And I'm like, oh shit, I never thought of that. I never thought of doing it that way, where you're caricaturizing the actual background, giving it like its own, you know, style or life to it. I never even thought of doing that. So that looks like fun to me. So I may do that. Let's see, this is orange. I kind of want to do it here, but I won't. I'm gonna do them right over here, like that. There you go. I did all that some yellow in here, like this. Back yes, coming soon. Yes, I'm not playing. Saying backgrounds kill me. I need to continue to improve myself. Yeah, man. Who's what now? Who's that now? This is Absolute. This is based on Absolute Superman. The new Absolute Superman looks dope, and I was like, oh, I want to draw that. So Swaptober, I just changed the gender, swap the gender out, and then I just go from there, man. But I think I'm gonna do Green Lantern, or it's not Green Lantern. I don't think it's actually Red Lantern. So I may actually get some of that in here. Whatever inspires, we're gonna do. We're gonna do as much as I can. Yeah. Like that. I'm gonna add some texture in here just because I can. Why not? I assume what's going on is there's like heat. And I haven't read the Absolute Superman. I saw bits and pieces of the story. I know they were kind of dropping multiple issues per character. I know for the main three, Batman, Wonder Woman, they had multiple stories. So I gotta go back and read the origin. But it is pretty crazy, yes. Not her, the gal he was talking about with the background. Oh, Loish. And please don't ask me to spell it. But she is, I want to say Danish. She's a Danish artist, I think. Don't judge me. I think it's Danish, but she is fantastic. It's like lowish, if you wanted to like sound it out. To spell it, lowish. Really, really dope. Definitely go follow her. She's actually really good at teaching. I got an Absolute Beast. Yeah, man, it's dope. They got some good writing so far. I like it. Character work in this series. Yeah, it is. Yes, Loish. Yes, that's her. Fantastic artist. And I've learned a lot. Like, she's helped me to challenge myself in coloring, painting, just different techniques and everything. So really, really dope artist. If you don't follow her, definitely follow her. She's fantastic. But yeah, man, if you haven't seen some of these stories, man, for DC, I'm digging it, man. And by that I say, I follow a cat that basically breaks down the storylines. Rob from Comics Explained, I believe it is. And he is, he's a really good source. Like, if you don't have time to read, I could buy comics and not read them. It's the dumbest thing ever. But it's just because after a day of like looking at the computer, man, I'm literally, my eyes are busted. So I'm just like, all right, bro, break down the gist of what happened. And that's pretty much his format. Like, he'll say, all right, what happened in this story is, and he'll just kind of tell you what's going on. So I've seen Rob covered on YouTube. Yeah, he does a good job, man. And it helps me because I can just listen while working. And I'm like, oh, that sounds dope. And I'll look over and see the design, see what's going on the page. And I can get back to, my work. But that is currently how I read comics. So, good thing is he can go through some pages and he'll actually like look through it and, sometimes read verbatim what's going on. That's how I've been reading Storm, the latest Storm comic. I just reading in air quotes. I've just been letting him read it for me while I work. So I'm like, oh snap, that's crazy. That's pretty dope. Yeah, man. Yes. So definitely check them out. But yeah, the stories so far, man, I'm surprised. The writing is pretty polished. And of course, they're leading up to something. They're trying to get everybody in, I guess, to introduce everybody. I think Green Arrow just died. So he didn't last long. So yeah, it's been pretty cool so far. All right, let me get these red lines in here because I want to see them. So what I would do is I think I'm gonna add them. They gotta go above here, so I'm gonna put them one layer up. And I've kept this right here. Let me look at them. Let me see. So this artist has them very muted. Let me see what they look like if I keep them bright. Hold on. Wait. All right, let me see. See, I like this. I like the bright red. I think I like this better. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think I like the bright red on there. We're gonna go with the bright red, and I may put a little orange to spot like hot areas instead. I think I like that better. Lord have mercy, all of this work. Some places, I guess, don't have a lot of red. I like in between these little cracks, they got like little red points where it's like open. I like that in the design, it's pretty dope. But yeah, this design was killer, man. I was like, damn, it's dope. Superman doesn't need armor, but it looks like molten, you know, like some sort of molten rock suit. He has like this lava suit almost, but this heat, you know, underneath. And I was like, oh, that's just sick. That's really good. What are your favorite things to do when you do comic book art? I would say try to hurry up and finish. I am my favorite thing on any comic, and it's weird. I am not a diehard comic artist. I'm a character designer who can do comic art, and like all the way through, like the whole process. I can color, I can write, I can, you know, design, and I can do, you know, word balloons and stuff. It is not my passion to do comics. I love comics, but Lord have mercy, man, it is a triathlon. Let's just say that. That's what it's like. And it's like, you know, I don't know any people in real life that do triathlons. But imagine doing a triathlon and you're like, oh man, I finally finished, and woo, that was a lot of work. And then somebody sees everything you just did and they're like, oh man, that was really good. Congratulations. So when's the next one? And I'm like, hey, what you talking about, bro? Like, you saw how much work I just did? I don't want to do any triathlons anytime soon. Okay, well, you know, so when's the next one though? Like, when are you gonna, you know, because I liked it. I liked your performance. When's the next one? It's like, it's such a thankless job. Like, you do it and it's done, and then you're like, oh man, finally I get to take a break. Not if you want to be an industry artist. Industry artists actually get right back to work. It's like doing back-to-back triathlons, you know? And it's painful, man, especially if you do it the way I do it, which is if you can do every step. I don't think it's designed to be done that way, but you get paid a lot more if you do every step. But that just means your life is like on hold, because you have to be there to do all of those steps. There is no passing it to somebody else or a colorist, you name it. As a character designer, what or who inspires you? Oh man, everything. I look at animation. I love getting inspiration from everywhere, dog. So all of that stuff inspires me. I get inspired when I see amazing character design, seeing art, photographs, pretty much everything that is creative or visual. That's how I use it. So I don't just look at other art. I look at photos. I look at, you know, animation. I look at games. I look at all kinds of stuff, because a lot of that stuff is, you know, and of course starts with good character design. So I'm pretty much, I can be anywhere, man. I've been out and about. I've been at dinner, and I'm like, oh, that would be a cool character. That person sitting over there looks like a character. And I'm like, I didn't bring my iPad. Damn it. So, but as far as characters, I think Joe Madureira, I think was the longest I studied another artist, because I was a teenager when I started following Joe Madureira. He was on X-Men at the time. So Joe inspired me to kind of look at characters differently. And that's where literally have just been, you know, fell in love with the concept of, you know what, characters can look like anything, but more than that, you know, how do you input a style, energy? So that's what I've been kind of working on. Immortal says, I'm working on my own comic, and it's taken forever, but people still want to witness the process. I've been thinking of ways to stream while I'm working on it. Honestly, I'm so bored when I work. Listen, I tell you no lies, man. I talk while I draw, but you don't need to. I've watched 2-3 hour streams for other artists. you don't have to say jack. Like, artists are there to see your process, or people that are interested in it, to see how you put together your art. You don't have to say 2 words. Those people are there for the process. They're interested in seeing it, and so that is the actual content. So I wouldn't be too concerned with that. You don't have to be an entertainer. Be entertaining until I make time limits. Definitely process. Yeah, man. He says, no. If you want to be a content creator, I think that's where being entertaining to some degree is important. And I don't know if I'm entertaining or not, but I know a lot of people want to see me draw and see the process. So hopefully, at the bare minimum, I can answer questions and I can actually, show my process. And hopefully that's enough to keep people coming back. But that is, by all and large, man, I wouldn't worry about being entertaining, because people that want to see that art created, they're going to come no matter what. So they don't care if you're, funny, monotone, or any of that stuff. I can attest to that. Like, just speaking for myself, I don't care. If I'm interested in your process, I'm there to see your process. So I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, just get started. Worst case scenario, you just cut it up and put some music on top of it and make a reel. That's what I gotta start doing too. All of the things. Same, working on my own comic, pirate, trying to tell the story, adding little motion. Yeah. Definitely a lot of work at times. Oh man, there's no way to cut it. There's no way to cut the amount of work that you gotta do for comics, man. But a lot of people don't understand. It's like they just think, oh, okay, well, cool. Is the next one coming out next month? No, sir. I'm not Marvel or DC. I don't have 78,000 artists beating down my door. That's not my business model. So I take a long time for most of my stuff. But I'm not trying to compete with the industry. I'm an independent artist. And while that's frustrating for comic fans who are like, well, I'm used to seeing it every month or at least every other year, like, yeah, you're right, me too. But, I'm not competing with those people. That's not my business model. You're gonna lose me as a, okay, well, that means you are in it for, the consumer side of it. I'm in it for the actual fun of telling a story, and I want that story to be good. So, yeah. It may not hit everybody the same way. Let's see if I'm gonna try to add some variance here. I don't want it to be all the same color. I like that about these little red accents. Some of them are darker in certain areas, so I think I'm gonna add that. You see that? I don't know if you can see that. You already believe in what you love doing. Yeah, man. Even creating the character creation stuff sometimes. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. But that's what, I'm a character designer by trade. I just happen to know how to do comics as well. I know how to do a lot of different types of art, but yeah, that's the funnest part, is just coming up with the design, man. I do not get excited saying, oh man, I can't wait to draw 22 pages of this. That's not my excitement. I can respect those artists, because just like I can respect colorists, there are people that love coloring more than anything. And I'm like, what? But then you see their work, and it's like, oh yeah, it makes sense. You're dope. You're amazing at coloring. So, but for me, oh man, it's tedious. It's tedious. Once I've designed the character, I am like proverbially done. I'm like done mentally. I'm like, all right, that was fun. And then I got to jump into page after page after page after page. That's a lot of work for me, man, mentally. I'm like, dude, this was done in my head, bro. Didn't you see that cool character I designed? That was all you needed to, right? I can tell the story. But I'm done, man. Issue done. Let's see, he said, what are your favorite cartoons with the best designs back then? Oh man, they got tons. I'm a video game era baby, so I'm 80s baby, so they got tons. Ninja Turtles is classic forever. Sonic the Hedgehog is classic. You can try to fix Sonic the Hedgehog's design if you want to. Spider-Man is classic. Never, they can try forever, man. It's just red and blue Spider-Man is just gonna be a staple forever. Forever. Like literally. Cannot do better than that. You can do other designs. I'm not saying you can't have cool designs, but they got classics. So, man, that's a big question. There's Street Fighter designs from back in the day, fantastic. So many good designs. So many good designs. So I've been influenced by a lot of great stuff, man. So I'm a fan of a lot of great design. So if I get, man, a quarter of some of that good stuff that I was privy to as a young person, man, I'm proud. All right, that looks pretty good. There's some hot points. And I guess I could use some orange. But do I want to do that right now? Kind of. Also, no. Let me do some. Real quick. What I want to do, I'm saying some hot points like this. And go a little bit more orange. Yeah. Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see that. See the little hot points in the armor there. Ooh, yeah, a little hot point in that. Real quick, not too long. Bow. Yeah, I like that. Said I respect that. Yeah. So, little things. Now, granted, as I do this, I'm gonna point it out. But you have probably forgotten that this is a sketch. So I'm gonna turn it off in a minute. Turn off the colors. So you can be documented that this is still a sketch. I have not cleaned up all of these lines. You're looking at a sketch, but yet your brain is like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool colors right there. Your brain is gonna forget that this is a sketch, and I will try to remind it as we go along. But I'm having fun with the sketch, and I think it still works. All right, I'm gonna add her color. All right. So what I said was, this young lady right here, this reference right here. What up, Dawood? What up with you, bro? I love this simplicity of this. But again, this is me looking at somebody else's color, like admiring the simplicity yet stark potency of that, man. I love how simple. There is, some blush in there, super subtle, and then you get this real stark, sepia tone, whatever. So I'm gonna add that. I think their collar's red. Hold up, let me add this red to her collar. I'm gonna name this red line so I don't forget. This is my highlight. Let me add this red to her. Yep. Let me do it like. I need this. Let me see this. Yeah. I'm gonna turn the color off in just a second. Y'all probably forgot. This is a sketch. I will not let you forget. I'm gonna show you. That's what we're doing. You can see it right here. You can see through here. Just sketching. And I keep the sketch in. I'm not gonna clean these lines up much further. This is where it's gonna stay. But that's the design. It's designed that way so I can move quickly. Through Swaptober. I don't want to take 4 hours for me to finish one piece. That's not realistic. But I can do 2 hours per piece. That's because I still got work to do. So this can't take all day. I will sell these. These are for sale. We gonna do that. Let me get this orange right now. And then I'll cap off these little spots like this. See? Color is powerful though, man. It's like your brain only cares about is it doing what it's supposed to do. Did you make it do what it do? All right, hold on. Let me see. I can't put it. I'm gonna add. You know what? Let me color her hair black. That's the next step. Hold up. Some of this. All right. I want to play with something though. I want to add a little color to the bottom of her hair. I don't know if it's possible, but it's gonna be the backdrop of her hair is red up against right? But I don't know if I want her hair to be jet black all the way through. Like under here, it's got like a yellow, you know what I mean? Glowing yellow to it. It's crazy, I know. I'm out of the box. Raw sketch lines is what sets these off. And yeah, I'm with you, man. See? And I'm like, as soon as I gotta start coloring, Dawood, appreciate you, Dawood. That's the man right there. As soon as I gotta start coloring, dude, I breathe heavy. I'm like, but I like the sketch. I'm in love with the sketch. Like I'm done when I get past the sketch. My brain is like, that was a good drawing. And then I gotta start coloring. I'm like, man, I don't feel like coloring this. Whereas you talk to a colorist, man, and that's their excitement. They're like, I can't wait to bring this to life. And I'm like, come on, Brad. It doesn't, it probably does. Listen, I've seen a couple of shots of this design of Superman, Absolute Superman, and it probably does. It probably does. I wanted to do her eyes glowing red, but I may still do that, but it's gonna be red on her face, I guess. So, you know what I mean? Like it'll have to be juxtaposed to her skin or whatever. But yeah, man, I'm with you. Yeah, the sketch lines is where my happy place is. As soon as I get the sketch lines, I'm like, this is dope. And but that's why I said I'm gonna start recording the sketch process so I can make that into a reel, and I'll post that alongside these as well, so you guys can see that and see that, you know, sketch comes together. This came together pretty quickly, I say, probably less than an hour, the sketch, but it was from reference. I think you'll be able to see the reference in the actual video. So little stuff like that. Part of me wants to keep this black up here. I'm gonna try it. Let me see how it looks. I'm gonna try it, and if it don't look good, I'll just color everything black. But I want her hair to like glow underneath, you know, like the back. I think I'm gonna make that glow real quick. Real quick. I may do some streaks. All right, we're gonna turn that jet black. Wow. Actually, hold on. Let's put a black one right here so I can see it. Kind of want some of those lines to come through. Sometimes when you fill the line layer, you lose a lot of this stuff. And I want to go back and actually, I want to play with some of those sketch lines. I like those lines in there. So I don't want to lose that. All right, but similar to this one up here, very comic oriented, you know, just fill it with black and then come back in and add a highlight. So I'm playing with it like that. We're gonna play with it like that. All right, so do I want a sepia though? Is the question. I may make her lips just as red though. And I'm trying not to just steal all of this beautiful color. Like if she's blue, I'm not gonna be mad. But I don't know. I think the character is supposed to be hot. Warm color, you know? But in the sake of time, let's go ahead and steal. Let me load this down. Let me load this back down so I can see as I paint. All right, here we go. So I want to paint it, and see, I'm all the way over here. I'm sorry. Keep doing it. Like this, right? So I can paint in the some of the textures, and I may go into the line layer and actually follow and paint some of these hairlines. So it feels like, you know, it's actually following the flow of her hair, the stems of her hair and stuff like that. I want it to feel good like that. Hold up. Y'all can see it happen. Y'all see what's going on. It is happening live. Like that. Cool. Alright. See, sometimes I gotta be quiet just to, like, when I'm trying to be careful, I end up being quiet. I'm still here. But my brain is like, hold on now, you want me to be careful with this? And I shouldn't be trying to be careful, because this is real sketchy, so it's all good. Alright, so then, like this. Alright, see what happened? Now, turn it back down. And there you go, we have that black. See? Yeah, Yeah, less is more. Correct. Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube. I think I'm gonna do more of these. Yes, please. Oh man, tell Dawood I said what's up. Yes, he's on. Just popped in on Instagram. Dawood is the man. Dawood, what you working on, bro? If you still there, I gotta come check out some of your stuff. I don't have no Dawood paintings up in my house, man. I got your comment, but I need some paintings, bro. Dawood, hit me up on where I can buy some of your paints. Paint works. I need some paint works. I need to hang artist work in my house. If y'all see me go live, you will not see my work in the background. Yeah, I wanna hang some dope art in my house. I know you're a painter, so I gotta start painting too, man. And I've been procrastinating on that. I gotta start painting. I'll be damn, Marcus. I painted it on the black layer. So hold on, not everything. Some of it I did on this layer. All right, I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's see. Hold on. Go up. I painted all of that on the wrong layer, but that's okay. I wasn't gonna use the whole thing. I just wanted to add some of this dark here, like this. What up? See? Just wanted to add a little bit of this variancy right here. Just like that, just like that. Just like that. I don't know if you guys can see. It's very subtle, very subtle. Not too heavy. Alright. And if I wanted to go crazy, I would go brighter, like this. That's if I wanted to. I don't know if I want to. That's fine. Let's keep it there for now. Alright. Okay. Now, trick that I want to pull here. Follow me. Is let me add a little gray tone in. Let me add a little gray tone in here real quick. Just because, right? Why not? Just like that. Just like that. Dawood says working on a new graphic novel with Kwame Alexander. You alright? Oh, that's what's up. Cool. I gotta get some paintings, man. Tell me how to buy some paintings from you, Dawood. I gotta get some paintings, bro. I don't ever want to hang my art up in my house. Like I know what my art look like. I want to see other dope artists. I want to look around my room and be inspired by other dope artists. So I gotta get some of your pieces, man. Tell Kwame I said what's up, man, and I gotta get on the phone with him because I didn't get to finish the thing we was working on, but we gonna get world spill spins. I don't want no bad dude. Yeah, man. Just hit me up, no problems, man. That's what's up. I gotta get some, man. And I don't know if you still sell prints yet, but if not, man, listen, I'll take prints of the paintings. I don't know if I got enough to buy the original, but listen, I need that inspiration on a daily. All right, so I'm gonna try this yellow. I want to have like a warm yellow-orange kind of glow underneath her hair, and that'll be the trick. So I'm gonna start with this orange and go with this yellow. Where's her hair at? I'm gonna put her hair right here. Start there. See, it's not bright enough. So hold on. Wait for it. Let's see if we can paint it in here. Hold on. I'm just gonna try to paint it on in here. But I want this to be like a real bright kind of look. See if it works. Sometimes we gotta see if things work. If they don't work, it's okay. Say we tried. Yeah. If I start painting, man, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be a slow painter unless I do like a real messy style, which is appropriate, right? I think that's another thing that people they can appreciate messy style. Hopefully. Okay, cool, man. I need to buy some prints, build up my collection. I'm gonna have or build an actual tribute to all of the artists I respect. I have not done that, mostly because I never decorate my house. I think when I build my first house, I'm gonna like pimp it out and make a museum and everything. But I've never really decked out my house. Any of the homes I've rented or something like that, I've never really felt like it was my house. Like I'm living here, I'm paying rent, but I don't put up a museum yet. Alright, so that doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad, but something's not. So let's say I take this, right? Oh, I had not saved one time. Let's go ahead and save. Just in case light strikes. Okay. Here's the hair layer, right? Let me see. Let me see if I do some things here. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Now, blue would be a nice juxtaposition to the red that's behind her, but it's too cool of a color. Green just doesn't belong there. I'll play with it. Let me put a little glow on it real quick. Let's put a little glow on it. How about that? Put a little glow so we can see if it works in juxtaposition. Now it's gonna be kind of hard to see it right now because of all of the I haven't put her skin on there yet, but it'll be a nice red up against her skin. I think it will work. I think it'll work. It may work. Maybe purple highlights instead of blue. Yeah. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Because you gotta play with it. You gotta play with these things and be like, okay, that feels nice, but is it right? Like it has to be something that stands out from it. Can't be red or blue. If it's purple, it has to be light. I'll play with it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right, let's get her skin in there real quick. And we can get this colored up. I don't know how long I've been going, but I feel like I've gone over an hour. But it's okay, man. I'm having a good time, and we're almost done. We're almost done. Okay. We will make this. Hold on. Let me get her hands in. Just like that. Oh. Oh, one of these are open. This is open. There we go. So then I got to worry about maybe the background, and I think we're done. But I want to keep the background simple for Swaptober, of course. We're not trying to spend too long on those. I wanted her sitting in space, but I don't know if I can find a quick image and just blur it out. It doesn't have to. I can probably go to like NASA images or something. Look for like a supernova or something like that. Call it a day. Let's go to the skin layer. Right here's good. Let's go there. And then some for shadow. Joseph here. I like the shading on the hair. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Love the way you push the shadows on the face. Very dynamic and appealing. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Try to keep that at the core of these. That's your eye is gonna be drawn there no matter what, man. Unless you put emphasis on something else. It's very rare that our eyes don't want to go to the face of a character, or to the eyes of a character. So I try to make sure it works out. Let me see here. See, I'm trying to use this lady up here again as just. Sometimes you can see reference and you don't have to draw it exactly. That's not, for me, I don't think reference is supposed to necessarily always mean do exactly what you see. I think it's just the simplicity of it, you know? I keep putting her way over there, I'm sorry. Space is fake. Alright. Are you gonna do any comic book conventions? Yes. I do. I'm doing AWA here in Atlanta in December. I'm not going to New York this year. Save my energy and publish a Swaptober art book because it's well overdue. So that's kind of what I'm marketing as well as doing these. So this is the year where I'll compile at least 50 of these and sell them in the volume 1 of Swaptober. And that way y'all get to get it. It's been well overdue. I've been meaning to do it for years, but I'm gonna do it this month. I'm gonna just drop a link. I will definitely post it. And volume 1 will have at least 50 images. It'll probably have some cool stuff in the back. But I'll keep it simple. There's gonna be more. And then I'll probably do like an omnibus later on where I collect all of them into like a buy if the demand is there. I ain't gonna do it just because. But yeah. That's coming. But yeah, I do as many as I can conventions, man. That's a lot of energy, bro. A lot of energy for those. So I'm trying to retire doing as many conventions as I can. Not all, just as many. I gotta start changing a business plan to where I'm speaking more, doing more speaking engagements. I gotta do more nonprofit stuff. You know, it's a lot of stuff I want to do. And I definitely can't do animation shows. It just doesn't work. If I get into animation, I should say when I get into animation, doing my own stuff, it's gonna be, that is like a full-time job, man. That's years, like 1 to 2 plus years of production. So should everything go right with this Tuskegee animation stuff and we get everything going, that is gonna be, y'all gonna be like, Marcus, where you been? I'm like, yo, you're never late. You know, time is relative. I keep telling y'all that. Time is relative. You are right on time when you're supposed to get here. You know, you weren't supposed to hear me talking about you. So clearly, you're right on time. No, welcome. You're never late because I post the videos. You can join later and watch the shenanigans and pretend you were here the whole time. You know, that's how we do it. So no judgments. Other people try to do it. Anyway. All right, so then we're going to get some highlights. I want to lightly paint them. I'm gonna get the highlights in a second. Y'all know I ain't gonna leave you without no highlights. You gotta keep the highlights. Do you speak at any schools? My son goes to a small Montessori school in the suburbs of Atlanta. I do speak at schools. I've been in Atlanta for over 20 plus years now. So yeah, I've spoken in Atlanta primarily, the most. And I've been to some Atlanta schools, private schools, all kinds of things like that. So absolutely, email me if you are trying to get in touch about that. I have a nonprofit organization, so most all of it I've done on that tip. So email me. My email is in my profile description if you are interested in me speaking at schools. That is definitely a part of my business strategy. I'm trying to do way more of that this year coming up. Of course, I always go out for Black History Month, but kids need to talk to professional people throughout the year too, man. Not just for Black History, but creatively, a lot of the schools are getting rid of STEM programs. So art is getting the chop. It's just STEAM. STEM. What is it? STEAM. STEM. STEAM is with the art, but they cut out the A in most schools, so, and then they'll bolster football or something else, something like that. So, absolutely, I do speak at schools. I am using Paint Tool Sci actually for this exercise. So yeah. But yeah, man, I love getting in front of young people, man. I think It's real cool because you know, from my story, I didn't meet a professional artist until I graduated high school. That was black. That looked like me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see a professional artist until I graduated high school. So yeah, love speaking with way more of that. Let's go almost like. There you go. Shine on her nose. And a little bit of a bright right there. I think our eyes are going to be red. I want to really push that. Let's get these lips in home. I'm going to use this lady's lips as a reference. Really, really red. Like her cake. So, without painting in. We're almost done. I swear, guys. We're almost done. We're almost done. Until I was a professional artist. I missed the first part of your sentence. Alright, let's see if we can't get this in. Thank you guys for hanging as long as you have. It's always a pleasure, man, to answer questions. I enjoy this process. This looks really good. Thank you, brother. On YouTube. It's gonna be daily, guys. So you know, if you missed one or if you missed two, don't worry. I am gonna post these on YouTube, and are you doing walkthrough on YouTube? I guess. I mean, I'm trying to do lives as much as I can to make sure I stay consistent with, because I'm drawing these every day, regardless. So I'm trying to at least, you know, show the process. If you miss something or if you have questions about the process, feel free to ask. But you may see, hopefully you'll see the whole process here while I'm doing these. That's the goal anyway, is that I want you to see that these are created within, you know, 2 to 3 hours max. Unless I add something, you know, off the live after I finish doing live, I may add something in. For the most part, I try to show every process that I'm doing so you guys can, you know, see that it's not magic. I'm actually, you know, coloring these and doing these live, right? So that's what the goal is to make sure everybody feels comfortable enough to share. You know, these are just, a lot of these are sketch concepts, man. I don't want anybody to feel, oh, I can't do them because, you know, it's not as clean as Marcus and something like that. Mine are sketches. Okay, this is Joseph Sharon signing off, bro. All right, man. Good to have you, man. Thank you for hanging out. See you hopefully next for the next one, probably tomorrow. You ready? Doing it every day, man. Let's see. I'm gonna get a little on this. Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna put a little bit of light on this right here. You know, we gotta add that little burst. We gotta add our little light burst. You know that. Everybody knows that. Right here, we'll add a little bit. Here on the nose. Here on the lip. Just a little bit. And here on the eye. I'm gonna bring it into Photoshop so I can make that brighter. Now the cool thing is, I got that right, but that doesn't mean that I can't come in here and add, you know, little bitty hairs, like some yellow. You know what I mean? See? I don't mean I can't go in and come in with little stuff like that. Just because I want to. Good. Crazy. I had a little black here and there. I could do that on the line layer itself.
Single your confusion. Great brave woman. Laughing to illusion.
Okay, hold on.
You're not afraid to die. You know dying is alone. Down or up, you're still alone. Laughing or crying, you're all alone. How do you do it?
Okay. Then, I'm not hating it, but let's see what happens real quick. I take this, right? If I take the hair and I say, you know what, I'm going to do that. Because sometimes your ideas, while they seem cool, may not be exactly what you need. So let's copy this layer. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm just going to do another one. Okay? Do this black. Come here, and I'm going to erase. See what happens. Hold on. Oh, man, see, I did too fast. Slow down, Marcus. Hold on. Playing around. No, okay, let me just see. I like it black. Sometimes it be like that, okay? You do all that work and you're like, you know what? I think I just like it black. It's fine. Ain't no other man this. Let me see.
Climbing to your bright future, even though you're dying. You fell before and you keep on trying. You do it all again.
Just like that, and then we come back in. See, I didn't throw away the gold, the glowing. I just copied it and put it on another layer. See what I'm saying? Sometimes an idea is, in your mind, you're like, it's one way. The implementation, however, may not turn out that way. It is what it is. And then some of this I may spray. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. It is what it is. We're gonna run it like that. And then for the highlights, I just take the highlight, come back here, and just kind of touch up some of these highlights. And we just keep the project going that way. Turn this off. And then I can put the highlights here, and there. Okay, so without further ado, let me turn off our reference. I may still use the teal. I don't know if I am. Let's just see. Let's just hold on to it now. All right, so I know I need some white. So we're gonna add some white onto certain parts of her. Like so. But not limited to. You're on, Marcus. I am. That is true. You have the highlight in the cape closer to her neck. Swap the gray and the blue. Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah, I could do that. I'm gonna try. This is about trial and error. Sometimes you gotta play with it. Now I'm coloring over these little red lines, and I'm not tripping because I am not gonna lose those. Those are on their own layer. So after I do this little overlight, this little rim light right here, I can come back and erase if I've colored over any of these nice little red, heat markings. What do you want to call them? Lava streaks? I don't know what you want to call them. I can come back and actually fix that in just a second. So I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about that. We can fix that. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. No, I mean, I'm coming for you, sis. Swaptober number. Yeah. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Join in the fray. Be a part of the process. I do not have to be the only one doing this. Yeah. Entertain thyself. Okay, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of here. Like that. And then a little bit of this over here. Like so. Then I'll add a little light underneath these like this. And then some up here. A little bit over here. A little bit here. A little bit here. The rim light can be, it can be a thing. You don't want to overdo rim light, but then as you go through, you're like, oh, but I want that to stand out. So you end up adding a lot of rim light, probably where you don't need to. And then you can fix it in post. Works out. What's the right hashtag on this? Just do Swaptober Art Challenge. Swaptober Art Challenge is good enough for me. That way I'll see it, on Swaptober. And or you can put, Marcus the Visual, if you want me to see it, that is. But yeah, Swaptober Art Challenge is the basic. So if I wanted it to be a darker shadow, I have to go here. I like to put a little darkness underneath these little rim lights here. So it pushes that a little bit forward. Very subtle. It doesn't have to be too strong. I think I'm trying to make it strong on purpose, just so it pushes up. But it doesn't have to be. Just like that. Just like that. Alright, y'all, we are almost done. I have no bounce light yet, so that's gotta put a little bounce light on something. It's the dimension, I want those dimensions. Where's the red line? Red lines are here. We're gonna take to the rim. And I just released those, so those come through. See? Because I painted over them. Little red lines. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Good looking at it. Yeah, that's kind of long. Hopefully, y'all can see that. Save it here. Then I'll put some glowy stuff. I need to put a little bit of shadow on her hand. Let's see how Alright, there you go. Put this and a little bit of that. Okay, let's get her hands, and then we are almost at the finish. Like that. Alright. Thank y'all for chilling, man. Y'all been entertaining for my brain. I do my best to multitask. Sometimes I fail. I love the sketchbook sketchiness. Yeah, that keeps me going fast. Pumpkin month like Swaptober. I like the sketch look too, man. I think it helps to keep the work fast, but the energy as well. Like, I'm a fan of sketch lines in art. Like, I used to love as a kid when Disney specials, I don't know how old y'all are, but yeah, when Disney specials used to come on TV at night and they would show the behind the scenes of a animated movie coming up or something, and they'd show the sketchy animated lines. I'm like, oh, that's dope. Why don't they just keep it like that? Looks fantastic. But then they'd show it all clean. I'm like, boo! I mean, it's okay. But boo! Put the sketches back in. So I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it myself. So, I think, for the most part, we are all done here. I'm gonna give her some red nails, just because. Why not? I'll do the dark first. The dark part of it. The second character with the red nails in a row. Akuza had red nails yesterday. Alright, there's that. Add a little shine to it. Boom. Said the most interesting man in the world. I try. I don't know if I succeed. I'm sure there are more interesting people. Alright, rim-wise, let's go ahead and give some bounce light. Normally I just put it all on one. Let's call this bounce. Wait. Stop it. Got it. And then I think the teal. would be the thing. Let's try teal. Even though I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's just try it. See what happens. Again, don't be afraid to try some stuff. Man. Not everything's gonna work the first time you do it. But I like that. For the record, it looks pretty good. don't get discouraged if it doesn't look good. Sometimes you gotta try it. See if you like it or not. You know. This is a bounce light. Bounce light means it's not necessarily rim. Rim is on the edge of your character. And I gotta color this in yellow. Oh, it's actually black. Hold on. No, it's yellow. Never mind. I'm wrong. I didn't even color in the Superman. I know Superman fans are like, what is taking him so long to color in the yellow sign on the chest? Hurry up. It's not Superman until you do that. My bad. My bad. I got you. I didn't forget. Alright, we'll keep this to a minimal. I don't want to color it too heavy right there. All this right in here. Keep that in. Taper this off. Flaming nails, I think if that's a power, that would be nuts. That would be pretty cool. I don't know if that's possible, but I'll go simple with mine. Just keep her standard nail polish right now. Right? Just for now. She could technically go Super Saiyan nails. I don't know. Who am I to question? That's not possible. It should be possible. Alright. There you go. Subtle, very subtle. We don't want to go too heavy. Keep some of those shadows in there. And I think we can do a little bit on this knee. We're almost to it. Yeah, we're almost to it. Promise. Like Marcus, you said that 17 minutes ago. You're right, and you're not wrong. But also, be patient. Red lines, we're going to delete that. So we don't mess up that. Cool. Alright, now background wise. Something in my spirit says that I should wait, I don't mean to go that far. I don't know what's gonna be in the background. But I don't know if I want it to be black or what. Oops, sorry. Let's go. Let's see. There you go. Alright, so all of that is selected. It's not perfect, don't worry about that. So in the reference, I think it's black. Yeah. Red, the black against the red just looks really good, I think. So let's try that. And it does. And that's just proof. Character is a darker version, so it makes sense. And then I think opposite of that, I want to do but it can't be like gray. What if we do this? I don't know if that helps. I'm not gonna keep it. Maybe she may be sitting on the planet. I don't know, y'all. I'm just riffing. That does set her apart pretty good. And it's a pretty good homage to the traditional Superman. That's not bad. Alright, we'll keep that for now. For now. Let's turn on our glow again. And let's go crazy with a few of these glow spots real quick. Yeah, I know. Because why not? Let's see. We'll put some up here. I don't know if y'all can see the bloom. I like to call it bloom. Okay. So all of this should start. Wait. Let me keep it in time. Keep it in tune. Like so. Okay. Like that. Space junk. Maybe. Ever sitting on the moon or floating asteroid. That does make sense, doesn't it? It's not a bad choice. I am going to play with that because I don't want to draw an asteroid right now. But I could find a photo and just kind of kit bash that in real quick. I'm not hating on that. Good idea. I don't know where she comes from, but I like that idea. Let's see. You guys are helping, being creative. Good job. Good job. All right, let's color in the super logo here. How about that? Do I want to draw it in? I think I'm just saying, I don't need to draw it in. Let's just close some of these little lines. That'll help me select it easier. Real quick. We'll keep it sketchy, but I'm just gonna close in some of these lines. Briefly. I think we got most everything here. Yep, that works. Yep, that works. And we'll color in this yellow, bright yellow, like we had the hair, until we change it to black. It'll be like that sometimes. You know, your ideas work in theory sometimes. It didn't look bad, it just wasn't looking good. You know? Does that make sense? It didn't look bad. It looked good. There we go. That's a super person right there. Alright, in space on a floating piece of astronaut, keep the black background for space and solar glow. So she's near the sun. Yeah, that can work. I gotta round out the asteroid, or I need to make it, more not perfectly global. It's not a circle, maybe. But yeah, man. All right, then because we got rim light happening, we can take to this and maybe hold on. I don't know if I want to go blue. Let's figure out if I want to go blue or not. Hold on. I know y'all are struggling to see the details. I'm sorry. See this blue bloom right here? Yeah. Space glow. Space glow. That's what we're calling it. I think it's a good departure from the warm colors that are coming from her. Maybe in her hair too. Let's see. Let's brighten up some of this stuff up here. Like that. Just to brighten it up. Give it a little push. Sometimes you need a little push. This bloom is a part of the overall ambience that's happening on the suit, right? So that's the point of rim light. Rim light, you want to capture the overall blue. And how far it is away from you. You'll see it when I post it, and I'm sorry. It's not in frame now. I keep moving the thing. Space coast to coast. Get them. Got it. And for everybody that missed the beginning, don't worry, I'm gonna post this. It should really be posted. I kind of want to come in here and do a little bit of this. Hold on. Not the color I was going for initially, but I was inspired to do the other thing. Little bitty stuff. Like that. Alright. A little bit on the back would work. Back of the neck works. Let's use some of this, but I don't know much. A little brighter, maybe. Are you going to be at Baltimore Comic Con? I am not. I don't think I am. Again, I'm trying to do some moves here. I love Baltimore, and it's been good for over the years, but they've taken away Kids Love Comics. It sucked because that was where I would usually be found in that Comic Con. Kids Love Comics. Now, if they, extend a branch, an olive branch of, hey, Marcus, come be a guest, that would be dope. But it's not in my plans. I'm trying to do some things with my own things and make some money without having to go to shows. Which is a bold step after 10 years of trying to do shows all the time. So I am just trying to diversify I have nothing against shows. They've supported me for many years. So I won't be able to see this year. I am gonna be. Oh well, I don't know which city you're in. So I was about to say I'm gonna be in different parts. Different parts of the world. I'm gonna definitely be in Atlanta this December. But I live here, so I'm always here. Not that that'll help. I don't know if that'll help your situation, but I'm always here. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I can paint some of these spots right here. I just want to make these stand out. Like all this right here. I don't want to lose some of these things. These edges are important to me. But we're pretty much there, y'all. I need to come down to yeah. Come on down. They got. MomoCon is my favorite, of course, show. DragonCon is on that list, and AWA, Anime Week in Atlanta, is also going to be on the list of shows this year. That's my Atlanta shows. All right, that looks a little bit better. Oh, I forgot. He has like the little gold belt. See? Moving too fast. All right, hold on. There's a gold belt. I drew it. I just forgot that I drew it. Hold on. There's a little gold belt right in here that I forgot to color. Doing too much. Hold on. There. Right there. All right. So let me look at it. I think it's the same glowing material as the arms and legs. Okay, let's turn off the luminosity real quick. We'll start with the yellow. We'll leave this, then here, whoop, and yellow here, just like that. Alright, that looks good, Alright. Cool. We'll turn on our glows. I think we're just about there, folks. I think we're there. I'm gonna fix this asteroid in post. What up, Karen? Miss Karen Ashley. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good to hear from you. How you been? You out there taking over the world? I know you're gonna be in New York Comic-Con. What is a Comic-Con without a Power Ranger? It's not a Comic-Con anymore. There's not a Power Ranger there, especially you. Then what are they doing? What up? Miss y'all, man. Yeah, I think I can put a little bit of some in the background. Let me put less in the background. Space stuff. Maybe I can find some space stuff that I can paint in the background. I don't want to like make this busy or anything, so always taking over. Yes, I'll be in New York Comic-Con. Well, I'm not gonna be there, so you can send me your hellos. I'm gonna be at home for New York Comic-Con. I am not gonna be there this year. Normally, I know that's sacrilegious. But they keep putting us in a weird place, and I don't know if it's like some sort of haberdashery, but yeah, they've put us there like 3 years in a row now, and at no special request. Apparently we're not the only people of color that are stuffed in that area. So I'm just like, listen, I don't want to judge anybody. But and then they charge way more to get us in this little spot upstairs, and I'm like, hold on, let's just calm down. I don't know if I like the blackness of space. All right, so I think we got it, y'all. I'm gonna put this into Photoshop, and I think we can finish it out. That is a absolute super person. Absolute Superman is what this is based on. All right, we're gonna go to Photoshop next. Hold on. And we're gonna open up that, and we're gonna go to Absolute Superman. Boom. Wow. much more muted in here. Is that real? Hold on. Look at this. So much more warm. I don't know if this is just brighter. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, all right, let's add some speckles of yellow. I know exactly what I need to do as soon as I get in here. That's that. We're going to add some yellow speckles for energy's sake, which I'm already on. Let's go ahead and put some of those like that. Just because, why not? I'm pretty sure it's hot energy. That's what's happening right here. Just like that, just like that, just like that. Boom. Boom, boom. Just like that. Oh, my music stopped. Hold on, let me get my music back on. Wait. Oh, that should work. That should work. Where are we at? This one? Alright, that works. I don't know, can y'all hear the music? I don't even know if y'all can hear the music. But we almost done. We just added some special effects. I may have to find a reference photo for the space in the background. Ooh, let me get some red. Ooh, some red for this lava stuff coming out of her. For the little suit there. Just like that. She chilling, you know, she just, parlaying in space. Ain't nothing wrong. It is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna try to find. Let me get a good, quick, free asteroid picture. Let's see if NASA has some good stuff. What do we got? Let's see. That's some really high, large one. The largest photo they have last year. I mean, that looks good. That looks good. I just need it for the texture. Hold on. That looks good. That looks like a nugget. I kind of wanted craters, but I don't know if that makes sense. Try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We're gonna go straight there. I may change that. Alright, let's see what happens. Free NASA photo, so no one is being harmed. Do a multiply layer. See the let's do a normal layer then. Just post-production stuff. Don't worry. Don't worry yourselves. Like that. Let's look at. Oh, it fits. Oh, it fits. It is what it is. It is what it is, folks. You guys did good suggestions. Boom. And what I'll do is I may blur the edge of that, just because I don't care about seeing any pixelation right there. I may blur it a little bit, just a little bit. And then, hold on. Let's cut off the black right here. Ooh, we gotta leave that. Wait. We're just gonna cut off this. Like this. Because I want to get a space image. I'll go to NASA again. Hey. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll just put it back here. Alright. You guys saw it happen now. So you saw the magic. If you missed it, don't worry. I'll post this. You guys can check it out in later times. I'm going to go live every day, though. So don't say, I didn't know what was happening. You did. Because I told you it was happening. To your face. And I said, look here. Come on. What about a supernova? Let's see a supernova. I need a large please. Not medium. Let's go with a large. Ooh, let's see what we got. What do we got? I mean, this looks dope. Is it higher resolution than this? Oh, that looks major. Ooh, these aren't high resolution. This one is. Let me just see. I just want to play with this. Give me a second. Give me a second. Don't touch me. Hold on. Coming up. Coming up. Oh shit. Look, see right there. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean for that to slip. Oh snap. Forgive me. This is a NASA image. It works for what I needed to do. But don't worry, because I like the actual black. Remember, I like the black behind her cape. So let's not worry about that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. We're gonna get this, and we're gonna go like this. Right? We're gonna go like this. Right? We're gonna go like this, just like that. Unless I'm tripping. All right, man. See you tomorrow, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. I think that works. God, that looks good, doesn't it? Like that. Probably like that. I think that'll work. Now, the problem I was having earlier with this is for some reason my glow brush over there is just so powerful compared to over here. And I just want to subtly paint some of these lighting. Hold on. We're gonna go with a dodge. We're gonna lower the transparency. About 20 something. Ooh, that's one brush. Let's go with you. And low that down. Yeah, much more subtle. Sometimes I don't want it to be, so right in the face, slap you in the face, bright, And I think we got it. I think this feels a little bit to paint. Yeah. I was trying to go here and here. Alright. A little bright. Let me see if I can lower the transparency of this. Hold on. Oh man, I like that. It just looks bright as crap on my phone. Maybe it's just the phone. It's not that bright on here, I promise you. I'm just playing with layer properties. Hold on. Let's see if I can find anything else that's crazy. No. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it, fellas. Because what I guess if I came down to it, is if I do this, she needs a stroke. Without that, she doesn't need a stroke. I can lower the transparency. Ooh, what happened? I didn't want you to do a dissolve. I can lower the transparency. Appreciate it. Let's see. I think that works. I'm not mad at that at all. Let me erase some of these lines over here, and I think we got us a winner. So, I'm not hating on it. And that, my friends, is how we did today. Y'all got to see it come through, come together. There will be more tomorrow. I will do more. I almost want to block out some more of this, but I think we have done what we came here to do, folks. Let me see. If I grab this No. If I grab this, that, it's gonna act like a butt. Okay, all right. There we go. What about up here? Yeah, and what about up there? I don't know. Grab that. And then, just for the sake of government, we're going to come here and do a possible stroke. 7. Strokes are much quicker here, so hold on. Like that. This. Well, shoot. Do I want to erase that? Huh. I don't know if I should do that. Undo. Let's keep it there for a second. And I just want to see. What happens if I add a stroke. Hold on. What color stroke, you say? Probably yellow. Let's just see for now. Don't trip. Nobody panic. Just wanted to see what happens. We're going to come in here. We're going to fix some things. Just wanted to see what it looks like. I'm going to erase things. Don't panic. Just don't want y'all to panic. This. Like this. Like this. Like that. This is the art. Listen, sometimes you got to mess up to make it good. Right now, we're just messing up on purpose. You want to see it? See what happens. Alright? I don't know if she needs the yellow. I mean, it doesn't. I don't hate it. Let me hold on. Let me save. First, let me save. I don't know how I feel. It's not making me hate it, but it may not be necessary. You know, some things you don't need. Like the hair idea I had. Okay? Now, best thing I can do is to see if I like the stroke itself. And I'm gonna change the color real quick and see what happens. Y'all can't see that because it's not showing up. Red is pretty powerful. Purple. Dark bluish purple. Center apart. But I don't know if I need to. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird. Sometimes this is the graphic design sector of things where it's like, is it necessary? Does it add anything? Do you need it? Let me see. All right, let me just show you. Let me show you. Look. Look at this. Look at this. You don't need it. She doesn't necessarily need it. Just being myself. Right? That's what I'm thinking. This is when the art is done, but I just wanted to play with it. That's all. All right. I'm gonna put my name on it. We're gonna turn that off for now. What if I lower the transparency to 5? I'm not mad at that, honestly. All right, let's put our name on it. Let's put our name on it and call it done for now. Where's my lines? There it is. Y'all have been a joy, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. This has been a good time. I probably did too long. Probably was, this took maybe almost 3 hours. But not because of the drawing. No. It was just fun. So that's what had happened. Let me get her eye glowing. Let me see if I can get her eye glowing real quick. Where's my brush? Color dodge is still on. Let's see. Just like that. And then you come on up. Just like that. And then I'm gonna color a little bit of this ear. And there we go. That is Swaptober entry number 2. Part of me says I should definitely add a name. So not just this generic logo. Wait, where are these lines from? Yeah. Let's get rid of these. Don't need these. I'm gonna blur the asteroid a little bit. Just real quick. Gaussian, do a little Gaussian blur real quick. Wow. That needs to be perfect. Okay. Alright. There we go. Then let me open up yesterday's Swaptober. And I know I could render this some more. I know I could, but I'm not. I'm done. Let's get the logo. This. And up. This. And then this. Okay, let's take these. Put that right on up here. That's a good. I think that's a good number 2. Hopefully it feels like a good number 2, yo. It happens to be. And I'll play with the lighting a little bit. Hold on. Change the color of that out a little. Maybe to orange. That's it. There you go. Change the color of this. Just go ahead and do this. Violet. Absolute. Make that a little bit smaller. Okay. Just like that. Start. Okay, that, my friends, is how we're gonna do it. We'll wrap this on up, call it a day. You guys have been amazing, thank you. We're gonna take this, and put this here. Put that there. We're gonna move it, like that. We'll change the color, if you don't mind, to yellow. There you go. Hoo-ha! Got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Alright, we are done. We did it. Everybody's survived. And nobody went into... Got it. And there she is. Like a boss.
Break it down.
Alright. And there we have it. Thank you guys for joining. Alright, bro. Take it easy, dog. Check you later, man. I'm gonna hit you up about them posters. Y'all be good, man. Peace. Thank y'all for joining. And tomorrow, please join. We're gonna do another one. I don't know what it is yet, so you'll figure it out as soon as I do. So thank y'all for joining. I'll post this video and the finished piece in just a minute. So see y'all tomorrow. Peace out. Thank you.
Break it down.
Okay. That's that. Thank you guys, man, for joining on YouTube and the likes. Y'all be good. I tried to put that little red glow on that eye. Thank y'all, man, for joining, man. Y'all have been great. I appreciate y'all, man. And yeah, it has been fun. Tomorrow, join me tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow for more. And we'll do some more. I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with some Absolute. Because I'm excited to do Absolute, like, characters I haven't seen now. So we'll see. We'll do some more comic stuff.